What's up, and welcome to the Kingz Korner. It's your boy Koolaide. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And this is the show where the collected kings tell you what we feel about what's hot in the news, movies, I'm saying just topics, etc.
Yep.
I'm saying, but first,
guys, continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and talk to us about what we're talking about.
yo, make sure you follow us on Instagram, geeklife_comics, Nocturnal Creek Collectibles. Go to www.geeklifecomics.com. Let us interact with you. You know what I'm saying? The end of this month, we're going to have a hot sale on some of the hottest books to celebrate our 1 year anniversary.
And follow us on Koolaide Kings as well.
Oh, yes, click the Kingz. I'm saying, ran by producer Randy. I'm saying, where are you at?
We miss you.
All the time, because you got something negative to say. He's going to pick something about what we say apart. You don't understand the comments. I'm saying, we're getting bullied back here in the background. Somebody
No,
help us.
it's all love, and it's all good to make us better.
You see my black eye. All right, so today we're gonna start the show off with the MCU love. Yeah. Are you ready? We're gonna get real deep,
dude.
Talk about what's going on in Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know you're excited.
Yep.
But we're gonna let that intro play first.
All right.
And then we're gonna do our thing.
Geek Life Reasons.
It's your boy Koolaide. This is the homie Rich.
Did you catch that Easter egg? Champ is back.
Peace and flavor.
Good, everybody.
All right, before we start getting into this, we like to go week to week, every other week, talking about what we just saw. So we're about to get knee deep in that Loki.
Man.
If you haven't watched it, go watch Loki before you watch this.
Man.
So, what did you think?
I absolutely loved it. It's so freaking good.
So, do you want to give your grade before we even get to the end of this segment?
No.
Listen, my man Tom Huddleston. So, what did you think?
Well, I mean, Marvel, the biggest strong suit, or one of the biggest strong suits that Marvel Studios has, is their casting.
All day, every day.
When they casted Tom Hiddleston to play Loki...
I said Huddleston, but Hiddleston, okay.
Like, unbelievable casting. Like, he's perfect for this.
All day. And I love how he still looks like he did in 2010?
Yeah, definitely. And not just the casting for, like, the major characters, even the supporting characters that they cast is amazing.
There's an arc. Like, if you know anything about storytelling, you begin, you tell them about them, you come to a climax, like the pinnacle of their story, and then there's an ending. And, like, even as minor characters have, like, the whole story arc format.
Right, yeah, definitely. So, one of the fun castings, just right off the bat, that I'm a big fan of in this show is Owen Wilson. Like, I feel like Owen Wilson has fallen off for, like, several years now.
But he's such a great actor.
And him coming to this show feels like the Owen Wilson of old. Like,
and he makes the character.
Like, it feels like Wedding Crashers Owen Wilson. You know what I mean? Like, it was so dope to see him in the MCU, to him in it, like, because, when you're interacting with characters like Tom Hiddleston as Loki, like, these are major characters, but you're holding your own on camera.
Man, no, I'm not saying not even holding his own.
Dope.
He was like his equal. Like, they needed to get somebody to play the character Owen Wilson is playing. I can't remember what the character's name he's playing right now, but he's like this reserve. But even in his reservedness, he is putting foot to butt on Loki with just his words.
Just his words, yeah. I mean, the back and forth, right? The ribbing, the he's still funny, but he's not a clown in the show.
No, it's like man, he's sarcastic.
Yeah, it's dope.
And it's kind of like this dope. Evil. Now, he's not a bad guy, but like it's just like this kind of like evil, kind of sly. I'm gonna stick it to you.
He has that comfort of, like, I know the truth about everything and you don't, and, like, this is fun to me, and it makes a god feel like a Pete. Yeah, definitely.
Like, I was like, man. And then I think that with this episode, to me, I worry because this was, if you are not familiar with the MCU, I feel like you could have been left behind on this episode.
Yeah, and I've heard you say this, right? I feel like like anyone can just pick this up, and you know, obviously they're gonna have questions. They're not gonna understand everything, and even like someone like me who's a big comic book head, I might not understand all the little Easter eggs that they throw in and everything like that. But good storytelling is good storytelling.
One of my favorite scenes.
First thing that you need to make these shows pop up is a good story.
There's the young lady who plays one of the TVA, the sergeant. If you don't know her, she's in Lovecraft Country.
Okay.
Was in that show. And you watch boxing. Are you a fan of boxing?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we're both fans of boxing. You ever see when they like slow-mo a boxer getting punched?
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness.
That was hilarious. That scene was so funny. It was so nicely done.
I think it showed the strength of the TVA right off the bat.
Definitely.
It set the tone.
And the acting skills, too. Like, that looked painful.
Like, mad painful. But I think they gave you a spot where now they've been building Loki as this anti-hero. And now you're starting to see him fulfill that role.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely is a torn soul. There's a lot of, like inner struggle with like his identity and realizing the role he plays in the universe, not just like in like the people's lives that he knows. Like he has a role to play that's been written, and like he's got that battle of like, so is this who I am? This is what I want to be, or is this something that I just have to do?
And what do you think about the whole thought of there's no free will?
I mean, it's insane. It's so deep.
That free will is looking down upon.
Right.
You could destroy the universe. Like, us doing the show right now talking about this, I'm saying they could come blow us up.
And they kind of use that as the example of the little orientation video, which I loved. Like, they should totally release that little video out as a commercial. It was so cool. But, you know, it's so, like, they're dealing with things that are so deep. They're handling it with humor, but it's like it's connecting like everything in Midgard, Asgard. Like it's just so dope.
And then they filled one of the plot holes that bothered me about Endgame all day.
Okay,
right?
Which is
so if he's going into TVA, how are the Avengers just going to just get away with just willy-nilly making all these alternate timelines?
Right.
But then they
so
said
maybe
that's what
they were supposed to do.
That's a cop-out.
It could be. I agree with that.
Because remember, this is not the original Loki. This is a Loki from an alternate timeline.
Well, this is the Loki from 2012.
See? And I love how they call them variants.
Yes. That is dope. I really like that. I think that was kind of like a special, wink to like the comic book community.
But it bothers me, which I thought was hilarious, because if this sounds all, even though we're comic book guys and you know we're in this world, 3 lizards, bruh. I'm with Loki. Like, come on, this.
I've said it before. If you guys are like conspiracy heads, Department of Truth heads, man, I was geeking out, bro, because I called it from the trailer. I saw it in the trailer.
You should see our chat line.
I couldn't wait. I wanted to see, and they confirmed it in the show that legit, like in the show they used DB Cooper. For those of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, you need to like Google it, YouTube it, and you're gonna be like, yo, that's dope.
That is crazy. So at that time, I already know what grade you're going to give it. What grade do you give Loki and why?
An A+. I mean, I loved it. I immediately loved it. I was into it immediately. I usually like watch things while I'm bagging and boarding, while I'm listing books. So it's kind of like playing in the background, and I have to like watch it several times to like catch what I missed. But that made me like stop what I was doing, and I just watched it like purely.
See, and I'm switching between an A- and a B+.
Okay.
Very good show. Then I'm also wondering, like, as we build on these MCU, you know what I'm saying, TV shows, right? This one seemed like you had to have some kind of knowledge of the past. And that bothers me because these are supposed to be jump-offs that just affect the movies. But I think this is going to be a highly impactful. And if you don't have that background knowledge, you could get lost in the beginning.
I'm curious to know if people who haven't been watching, if they do feel that way. I don't know. I disagree. I feel like anyone can just watch it and enjoy it, and just, you know, it's something that you watch and then you want to go talk about
this
it. This
is one when you watch with your girl. She like, so what? So you got to push that pause button 350 million times. That drives me nuts, son.
Okay, I get that. Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm saying, but very good episode. No, I'm not knocking it at all. I'm definitely in for the ride.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, and we're gonna see because like it just like I said, these TV shows keep ramping it up, drawing me in.
And I gotta add, right, like the success, like I feel like each show that they've dropped so far keeps getting better and better.
Better and better.
And they definitely have that common theme of playing around with like multiverses, playing around with like just the gravity of like
the decisions,
people's actions to the rest of the world. It's very deep. I love it.
You know, you heard of the butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
One butterfly died that wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Changes everything. And this is what they're showing. Like these little choices that we see in the background. This is what affects the movies.
Now I'm curious. What's your opinion? Do you think like is this show and like really everything that's going on in the shows? Are they gonna show anything in the Eternals in regards to like this type of stuff?
Who knows? Because this is what's supposed to happen. So we just got to see. So stick with us as we keep reviewing week after week and letting you know as we get deeper. Let us know, what I'm saying. Let us know what you think about the MCU. Where are we going? How do we put all this together?
Right.
Because you can see we're still confused. And we're the collector king. So if we don't know, I don't know. So somebody school us.
That means somebody else knows.
Yeah. And remember, hey, when we hit 600 subscribers, we're giving away this Marvel 101 signed beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Nocturnal Creek Collectibles, Geek Life _comics. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Koolaide. This is the homie Rich, Mad Flavor, player.
Be good, everybody.